Sister Marcella here. Welcome to Outrageous Originality, where I and a soul that I love and admire spend some time outside and ask them 3 questions about life and being true to self. Today my guest is Sarah, who lives up here in the Duluth-Superior area, and she is just a thriver, and her insight and humor will just let you know why she's a soul that I love and admire. This is Stella. She doesn't remember that we're friends. Me and you, we're cool, Stella, remember? No? Okay. Hey, Sarah! You are here with your lovely family, and I was wondering if you wouldn't mind sharing something that you learned about being a survivor of domestic violence.
I learned that words and actions are sometimes very different. Sometimes somebody, if somebody tells you they love you, and they don't act like they love you, they don't love you, which is a heartbreaking thing to have to learn the hard way. I guess I also, through that, I also learned, though, that I was so, I don't know, I guess when I met him, I needed to be loved so badly that I was willing to overlook all of it, and then it got progressively worse, and I couldn't get away until I did, which was scary and terrifying. But I think through that, I finally learned that my love for myself is really all I need, and it is so much better to love myself and be alone than to let somebody say they love me while they're beating me up with their words or their fists. So.
So Sarah,
Yes.
You are 40, and often people mistake you for being in your 20s, and you have a very interesting view about that. Can you please talk about that?
People say it and they mean it to be a compliment. But as somebody who is almost 41 and is a grown woman and has worked very, very hard to not be like I was in my 20s, that isn't always a compliment. In fact, I don't take it as a compliment. I don't get highly offended because I know the intent behind it is good. But I earned level 41 almost in a couple weeks. And I'm proud of being able to have gotten this far. I didn't think I'd make 40. So I'm proud of myself for being the age that I am, and I think I'm more beautiful now than I was in my 20s, and in my 20s, I guess other people would have thought I'm better looking than I am now, but I don't. I care. I actually finally love my body and myself, and I'll kind of actually bring around that one question you were going to ask. It's part of what I learned from becoming a parent is that my body is miraculous. And I did not have that appreciation because it wasn't the correct shape, And it's still not the correct shape, but it is. It's my shape. Stop. And I also learned I have no patience.
Sarah, what is something that you would like all beings living at this time to understand?
I think I would like all beings to understand themselves. I would like all beings to take the time to learn why they think the way they do, why they do the things they do, to question all of those things, because I think that until we all do that, or maybe until, I don't know, if we all do that, the more of us who do that, the better the world will be. So.
Thank you for watching Outrageous Originality with my guest, Sarah Quetico. Ayo. And my buddy Stella here. We have made up. This is Sister Marcella, level 42. And I'm just going to say, love your level.